Hello and welcome back to another episode of my podcast, The Pocket Stylist. I'm Elisa Talbot, and today I thought we would tackle the wardrobe. And I wanted to create and give you lots of hints and tips. So I thought the title of this podcast would be really good. That would be, Are you finding your wardrobe a chore? And the reason I chose that title is because so many ladies that I see just find their wardrobe that very much, when they open up the doors and they go, oh, it's just not working. I've got nothing to wear. I don't like what's in it. So it becomes a real chore. So I thought today I would give you some hints and tips on why your wardrobe is feeling like a chore. And it's definitely one of those things, I think, towards the end of a season, we get to that as well. We get a bit wardrobe bored, don't we, with some of the things that are in it because we might have rotated a lot. But there's other reasons why you're finding your wardrobe to be a real chore. So that is the topic for today. We're going to cover things like why, and I'm going to give you some hints and tips on how you can help yourself moving forward. So what we're trying to do, New Year is always one of those times, isn't it? It's that we have to really kind of gear ourselves up to get back into work after a nice break, or we're looking at what we're going to be doing in the year. If we're business owners, what have we got coming up? If you're working for somebody else, you're thinking, I really love my job, but I wonder where I'm going to go. I'm going to travel more this year. Am I not? You might be in a position where you're thinking, do you know what? I'm really going to go for promotion this year. I'm going to up level myself and I'm really going to, dig deep and go for that. You might also be sitting there thinking, do you know what? I've kind of done my time where I am. I've worked up the ladder. I've got to that point and now I want a new challenge. So you're with that. So with all of this going on in our head, if your wardrobe doesn't work for you and it becomes really hard work, then it just becomes laborious, doesn't it? Every time you go in it, you just think, oh, I'm going in my wardrobe. And sometimes we get that way. So first of all, I'm going to give you some advice as to why I think your wardrobe could be a chore. You do go for a tour in your wardrobe, but let's tell you why I think it's a chore. So, point one is it's overfilled. Now, lots of ladies will say, oh, I've got so many clothes, but I've got nothing to wear. And what's happening there is you've just got a wardrobe that has too much in it. Because when you've got too much in it, you really, really cannot see the wood for the trees. You're thinking, right, now, where are the trousers? Which trousers do I like? Which dress I think is going to be appropriate. Oh, I've got 20 dresses. Which one shall I pick? Or I've got 20 shirts. I wonder what trousers they go with because I always wear them with the same thing. So what happens is it's lovely, don't get me wrong, to have a really nice selection of clothing in your wardrobe to feel that you've got versatility, you've got adaptability, you've got something for every occasion, etc. However, if you've got so much that you cannot see the wood for the trees, then one of them becomes a chore as to when you open up that wardrobe door, because you sit there and you think, where do I start? Where do I start? And that's when it just becomes too much. So first things first is you've probably got too much in your wardrobe. Second point could be the reason you find it a bit of a chore is because there are a mixture of items in there that do fit you and don't fit you. So if there are items in there that might be too small or they might be too big, again, what it's doing, it's giving you that mixed message. When you open up the door in the morning, you think, okay, I've got these clothes, but I don't know what to pick because that doesn't fit. So suddenly, again, by having things in your wardrobe that don't fit, and it could be they're too tight across your back, it could be they're too short in the sleeve, it could be that you don't actually like those trousers because they're a bit too baggy around the crotch, things like that. So if it doesn't fit, you're never going to wear it. So really, it's another, it just creates this thought pattern as you open up the wardrobe and thinking, oh God, where do I start? But if you can start to remove the things that don't fit, it's absolutely a great starting point to start to really get rid of that feeling that your wardrobe is becoming a chore. So first of all, we've got too much in our wardrobe. Secondly, we've got things in our wardrobe that don't fit. The third thing that causes our wardrobe to feel like a chore is the fact is it doesn't feel on trend. It doesn't feel modern. It doesn't feel like you're kind of working with the trends, and you might feel that your wardrobe could make you feel a bit older than you are. It could be, so suddenly what happens is you look at your wardrobe and think, oh, that jacket, I haven't seen people wear that, or I've been in the shops and that colour's not there. So suddenly your wardrobe starts to feel a bit dated. That's the word. It's dated. So you start to think, oh, hang on, I can't wear that. So this is where, and again, hopefully this is helping you, but when it feels dated, you don't want to wear it because you think, oh, I don't want to wear that shirt because I'd really rather be wearing a style like Claudia Winkleman's wearing, or I'd really like to wear a jacket that I've seen my business colleague wear from M&M. So what it's doing, the fact that it's not on trend doesn't make you want to wear it, because then it makes you feel older than you are, and it makes you feel dated. And it's really interesting. We can all be modern. We can use the trends to create this modern look, but we don't necessarily have to be, in inverted commas, trendy. We can still create using the colors. So it might be that this season you not a great lover of red, but that cherry red is huge this season. But if you don't want to wear it, then maybe inject something like a handbag in. So you're still creating that modernness. You're just not necessarily being super, super trendy, as in wearing cherry red from head to toe. So hopefully this is making sense. So point one is you've got too many clothes. You can't see the wood for the trees. Secondly, you've got items in there that don't fit. And you'll also then, thirdly, have items that you feel are dated, so you don't want to wear them. So that is mainly the top three. Okay, that's the top three things that I see that the majority of ladies, when I go to do their wardrobes, that's how and why they're struggling with their wardrobe. I want your wardrobe to be inspiring. I want it to be the fact that you can just put on, 3 pieces of clothing, 4 pieces of clothing every day and feel wonderful in them, that it's not hard work to get to that point. So, how do you kind of move forward from this to make sure your wardrobe isn't? Well, you are going to have to potentially take things out. So it's really easy to take things out that don't fit. I don't want you to have items in that wardrobe that you think, I might get back into it, or I'll never get back into it. Sometimes ladies struggle to take things out of their wardrobe because they might have paid a bit, more money than it. They might have used it, put my teeth back in. They might have had it as an investment piece. But if you don't wear it, it doesn't fit. There's no point having it. Either, pay it forward, either sell it on a pre-love site, or try and do something with it. But for me, don't have it in there, because if it's not in there causing you that kind of worry and that thought every time you open up your wardrobe, it's a good thing, right? It's absolutely good. So have a look at the things that you can take out, things that don't fit. Take out anything that doesn't fit. And I know you might be sitting there thinking, God, dear Lisa, I'm going to take out a lot of my wardrobe. But actually, by taking things out that don't fit, will only leave the things in there that you want to wear. So suddenly you can start to build on it. Going back to point one, which is the bit where you have too many clothes, you can really be quite cutthroat if you want to be. As we're starting a new year, let's kind of start it as we mean to go on, yes? Let's think, right, are there things in this wardrobe that I love? Yes. Are there things in this wardrobe that I really don't love? I've told you before now, there are things in my wardrobe that I hang on to and I think, oh, yeah, maybe. And then I think I'm never going to wear it. And as soon as I take it out, it kind of, takes the weight off my shoulders, but I never wanted it in there anyway. So have a think about what you really, and you don't have to do this in one hit, by the way. You could do it in baby steps. Take out maybe one piece every week, right, for the next 4 weeks. Or you might think, actually, no, Lisa, I'm going to take out 5 pieces. Or no, do you know what? I'm going to do it one go, Lisa. I'm going to take as whatever I can out that I don't like. There will definitely be pieces in there you hang on to for whatever reason. It could be that you might wear it, or you might really like it, or it might come back into fashion. I've had that a lot too. So have a think about what you can take out and be a little bit ruthless. If you can sell it, great. Sell it on Vestiaire, Pre-Loved, Depop, whatever you want to do. Or if you want to donate it to a charity like SmartWorks, then that's good as well. But you might have to be a little bit ruthless. And you can start to streamline your wardrobe, because it's going to take out that overwhelm and that chore every morning of opening it up. The third piece that I spoke to you about when we were talking about your wardrobe is the regarding on trend. Now, there definitely trends come and go. Definitely you might have some statement pieces in there that you really like, but you don't need much to just make sure your wardrobe is modern. It could be the color that you inject. It could be the style that you inject. It could be the fact that your wardrobe is beautifully heritage and traditional and classic, and it just rotates for you. That's great. But you can, even if you're that kind of lady with a classic style personality, you can still add in a on-trend item. It could be the necklace this season. It could be the scarf. It could be the jacket. It could be the airy blue that's coming in. It could be lilac. It could be anything. But think about how you can inject a modernness into your wardrobe. And if you can, it might be that you're going to remove one handbag and inject another, or you're going to swap those let's say skinny jeans out, and you're going to inject it back with a boot cut, a flare, or a wide leg. If you're thinking about the flares, if you didn't listen to last week's podcast, go and have a look, because it was my 5 top tips on how you can wear flares. So think about that. So all of this, what you're trying to do is make the wardrobe the place you want to go into. So rather than you open it up and thinking, oh, where do I start? You can sit there and think, actually, that's fine. I now have everything in there that fits me right. I have everything in there that I like. I don't feel overwhelmed by the quantity in there. And also, I've injected some modern pieces, so I don't actually feel dated. And those are the 3 top tips that I would say to you to get you going. Like we said earlier, you don't have to do it all in once. You just have to get going, basically. What do they say? If you don't start, you'll never start. So start, and just by doing it. I fully understand that there might be items in there that are sentimental. And if they are, but you don't wear them, take them out and put them somewhere safe, whether it's in your loft, in a suction bag, something like that. And do that. So that was the podcast for today. So why does your wardrobe feel like a chore? So there's the 3 kind of reasonings, and there's some top tips to help you out. And gradually you can start to build as you go through the rest of the year, because January is a great time to do this. We kind of have that, don't we? January is a time where we kind of start to clear and we start to organize and everything like that. I know we've done it even in our house. So hopefully that's given you some hints and tips. Thank you to everyone who's joined again to listen to the podcast. There is lots coming up with this podcast, but the majority of everything, as always, is going to be able to give you hints and tips and advice on how you can make your wardrobe a place that you want to be, whether, it's how you shop or the colors you wear or whatever. Please, if you haven't already seen the Midlife Style Retreat, the waiting list is now open. It is on Thursday, the 8th of May at the Fairmont Park Hotel in Windsor. In Berkshire. I have got the most amazing lineup, and we have just secured Charlotte Tilbury as the makeup brand that is coming to do a makeup lesson to showcase everything that could really help you moving forward with your skincare and your makeup. So hope you enjoyed the podcast. Please, if you want to sign up to the waiting list for the Midlife Style Retreat, the website details are in my show notes. But have a brilliant, brilliant day. And if you are going to try and put some of the 3 tips into action, I would love to hear how you get on. So have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.